What is up, everyone? Liverpool have gone to Stamford Bridge and beaten Frank Lampard's Chelsea by 2-1 to remain perfect in the Premier League. 6 games played, 6 wins for Jurgen Klopp's men, 15 wins in a row for this magnificent Liverpool side. And make no mistake, that was a marker laid down, ladies and gentlemen. That was a statement to the rest of the Premier League that Liverpool are here, Liverpool are serious, and Liverpool are going to fight tooth and nail for this Premier League title. It is far too early in the season to start making broad statements like we're going to do it, but you know what? We're going to be there and we're going to be fighting, and that's all we can ask for. It was a great first hour. Chelsea came back into it in the second half. We'll go through it in immense detail. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. It's great to be back with you all. I missed you all when I was away. I know a lot of people wouldn't have been with us for the live watch-along that might be tuned in now for the post-match show. I hope you're all keeping well. Thank you for joining us again. Boy is in the chat, I can see already. Bernadette got cool. How are we? Craig, stop picking at your Sunday dinner and get on here, lad. Don't worry, man. I haven't had any food yet. I won't have any food till later on tonight. Yeah, apologies. We were just looking for a better image, basically, for the thumbnail. So that's what was taking us so long. What else we got? Who's our next opponent? We're playing in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, mate. So we'll be covering that on the channel here as well, of course. Alexander Arnold goal, though, said amusing assassin. It was sexy as, mate, wasn't it? Little back heel from Mohamed Salah, and then Trent came onto it. Look, where to start with this one, ladies and gents? I suppose we go right back to the very start and talk about Jurgen Klopp's team selection for today. I thought it was perfect. When I seen that team, I messaged Connor immediately and I said, that's 100%. Can't make one change there. Absolutely perfect team selection. For the first half, we were utterly dominant. Chelsea had the chances. I'm not going to take that away from them. But I think for the first half, maybe first 55 minutes to an hour, we were the better side. After that, there's no doubt when Chelsea came back into it, they piled the pressure on. From a defensive perspective, I thought our defending of N'Golo Kante's goal wasn't great, but you cannot take away from what N'Golo Kante did. That was an unbelievable finish from an unbelievable player. Welcome to everyone else that's in. I'm a new subscriber, said Declan D Games. How are you, mate? Welcome in. Bernadette's in. Loads of people are popping in. Mike's in. Owen McGivern's in. I said, impressed with Chelsea. They showed great character. They did. And they will come better under Frank Lampard. He's trusting those younger players. And I know they didn't win today, but they aren't letting them down either. But this is about Liverpool today, ladies and gents. This is about Jurgen Klopp. Sorry. Somebody's just sent me a message there. Brian, can you forward that message on to Connor Crosby, mate, if you could? Thank you for letting me know, though. Sorry, this stuff mad. This is what happens when you're live, mate. Stuff happens. 15 wins in a row, said Adam Parks, while scoring 2 or more goals in each game. Tomas Kennedy said, what a nervy finish. It was, Tomas, mate. It really, really was. But we held out. We got the 3 points. To be 6 out of 6 in the Premier League, and I think we're the first team to do it 2 seasons in a row. Look, in the grand scheme of things, it means fuck all. I mean, it does. It's all about winning the league title, and there's a long way to go before we can talk about that. But you cannot argue 6 wins out of 6 is very, very impressive. Bobby Firmino on the score sheet again today. Trent Alexander-Arnold's rocket from the outside of the box was tremendous. I want to know your man of the match. There's so much for us to get through. Let me get over to your comments, because this is your show as always, and you guys tell me how you felt about the game. Richie Dirtman said, impressed with Adrian a few times today. He was very good, Richie. He did everything you could have asked of him. Couldn't do anything about the goal. That was just a world-class finish from N'Golo Kante. Made a great save from Tammy Abraham in the first half, and as you said, thought he did everything right. Jack's page said the Kante goal was like, what was it, pressing B on FIFA, was it? The Kante goal was like pressing B to tackle on FIFA and nothing happened. Yeah, it was. We just kind of, 4 of them were around him, but didn't do anything. What have we got? Frank H says 3:48 a.m. here off the bed. Thank you for joining us earlier on, Frank, mate. And lots of love to you. And you go get yourself some rest, buddy. Leo Tompkinson said, glory, Liverpool. Leo, I love the banter, mate. Welcome in, pal. Wasn't a great day for you guys, obviously. Losing 2-0 at West Ham. Shout out to Arsenal for that comeback, by the way. Villa went 1-0 up. Arsenal went down to 10, and Arsenal pulled it out of the bag and won by 3-2. As Brendan Rodgers would say, tremendous character shown there. Callum said second account till he should have betted. Yeah, I guessed on the score as well. I don't know, I'm on a roll with score predictions. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but someone asked me before the game and I said 2-1. A lot of you guys went for that score as well. Paul Christopher said man of the match, Trent for the Reds. I think Sky gave it to Matip, didn't they, for their man of the match. Mark Handley said Matip was man of the match. Who was my man of the match? I thought Fabinho was excellent. I thought that his yellow card, I thought it was very clever. It was a very tactical foul on Batshuayi for that yellow card. But I can't really go against what Sky have. I thought Matip was excellent. Again, he continues to be imperious in that Liverpool defence alongside Virgil van Dijk. So it was a decent shout from Sky. So yeah, for me, Fabinho, Matip, but a lot of good performances out there. But you cannot deny Chelsea came back into it. They didn't lie down, and that will be encouraging for their fans. That'll be encouraging for their manager. For us, obviously, we went there, got the result away from home in a very difficult place to go. Jack's Page said, I'm saying it now, Pepe is going to be a flop for Arsenal. Scotty went for 2-1 as well today. Well into you, mate. Adrian, man of the match for Pepper Red. Matip for Joanne, man of the match. Robbo was good, said Jack's Page. Boya said, love him with a great character. You guys still third, I think, in the league now in goal difference, Boya, or goal scored, something like that. Yourself and Arsenal joined on 11 points there. Liverpool, how many points have Liverpool got? 6 times 3, 18 points, ladies and gents. 100%, top of the league. You can't argue with it. It's lovely. However we get there, however we're picking up these wins, whether it's with great performances, whether it's with grinding things out, it doesn't matter. It's about getting those points on the board. Smash and grab, said Stephen Booker. For Trent's goal, Mo got an assist, said Scotty. Chambers scored in the Arsenal game and I have him in my fantasy Premier League, said Jesu. I actually have N'Golo Kante, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Bobby Firmino in my fantasy team. And I also have Bernardo Silva, so it's been a pretty decent week for me on the fantasy Premier League front. Tired legs late in the second half, said Storm Thomas. Do you think we'll beat City this season? I think we're going to have to, Declan D games. The 2 games against them last year, when you're fighting for the league against Manchester City, and that's who we will be fighting for the league with again this season, the head-to-heads can be vitally important, and taking 1 point from 6 last season could have been one of the factors that cost us losing out on the league. So yes, mate, I think we will have to win one of those 2 games this season, and I hope that we do win at least one, but they're going to be big games, make no mistake about it, and there's going to be a lot of pressure on those 2 games. What else have we got? Well done, Reds, keep it up, said Melissa Price. Okay, Cavalier Vaults, mate, that's a ridiculous statement to make, and I'm going to have to remove you for that one, I'm afraid, mate. Ollie's at the wheel, said Hassan. Nice, said Jesu. I predicted Trent first goal, Liverpool to win 3-1, 335 to 1. Oh, so close, Kent, mate. God, if that had came in, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? I'm unlucky for that one, mate, but good shout on Trent. And, 3-1, it could have easily been 3-1. Pepper Red said Ollie at the job centre. Still third, mind the gap United, said Boya. Yeah, what are Manchester United on 8 points or something now? A little bit down, further down the table. RIP the rest of the league, said Wayne Clark. Come on, you Super Reds. I love it. Love it, ladies and gents. I'm buzzing after that. How could you not be? 6 wins out of 6, top of the league. I know we lost against Napoli, but that was probably going to be our hardest game of the Champions League group stage anyway, so there's no disgrace in that. Napoli are a very good side. 18 points from 6, 96 to go, said Sean Chow. Jeff Hulbert said brilliant. Again, keep your man of the match shouts coming, ladies and gents. Mike Anderson said if we win 24 over the last 32 matches, we win the league. I don't know about that, mate. That's a big show. What's that? Doing quick maths here. 60, 72 plus the, what do we have now? 18, 90. I don't think 90 will be enough to win the league, Mike. I think 95, 96 maybe will get us the league. Again, just about opinions though, buddy. Why are Liverpool fans slagging me off on Twitter? Some people don't like me, mate, and some people don't like me, and I accept that. People are free to make their own views and say what they want about me. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. If people don't like that and they have a problem with me, that's their issue. Everybody's free to say and do as they please, so yeah, I'm not really going to get into it, mate. People don't like me. People are free to slag me off and say what they want about me. It's a free world. Absolutely buzzing, but the extra time was going to give my 30-year-old heart an attack, said Ponton Soccer Academy. Liverpool go the Premier League, said Dylan Velicott. Jack's Page said, Dear Craig, I've just finished my Duke of Edinburgh walk and feel stiff as a Terry round the slags. I'm asking to somehow teleport that beautiful throne to my house. I wish I could, mate, but unfortunately it is staying here for my fat ass to sit on. Aidan Andrews said 3 points is all that matters. It is all that matters, mate. That is absolutely all that matters. Just a normal week. Liverpool win, Everton lose, a domestic Butler. Yeah, it is. And United lost as well, so bonus points for that for us. Yeah, it was a statement laid down yesterday by Manchester City in that 8-0 demolition of Watford. So we had to come out today and lay down a marker ourselves, and they did that. Stamford Bridge is not an easy place to go to. Many teams will drop points there this season, so for us to go there and pick up those 3 points after being away in the Champions League during the week and coming off the back of a loss against Napoli, that was great from Liverpool to go there today and pick up those 3 points, and I'm over the moon. As you said, you can't get any better than 6 out of 6. Paul Christopher said, they're on a roll. Do you think we'll go unbeaten all season? I don't, if I'm being honest, mate. I mean, it's a massive ask for any team to go unbeaten all season, and it's about winning. If we win the league, that's the most important thing for me. How we do it after that, it's kind of secondary, but I don't think we will go unbeaten all season. I hope we keep our unbeaten home record going, but you know what? 15 wins in a row now in the Premier League for Liverpool. As I said earlier on, we're the first club to do 6 wins in a row, 2 seasons back to back. First Premier League club to do that, yeah. Doesn't mean jack shit unless you go on and win the league, but you know, it's still a nice ego booster. Aren't you tired of winning the Champions League? It's time for a Premier League trophy now, said me, myself and I. Never get tired of lifting all big ears, mate. Never ever get tired of that. It's beautiful. You gotta love all big ears. Fabinho was great, said Storm Thomas. Up the Reds, long may it continue, said Rene. Okay, what else have we got? Couple of iffy things in that game too. What was everybody's thoughts on the offside goal? As Graham Souness said in commentary, you can't be a little bit pregnant. You were either offside or you weren't. But it was a very, very close call, I have to say. My initial thoughts were that the goal was going to be given, but it wasn't, and thankfully it wasn't. But yeah, the VAR, these moments are going to pop up in the season. Some of them are going to go for us. Some of them are going to go against us. That one went for us, and fucking thank fuck is all I can say. It's yeah, VAR, God bless it. So far it's been on our side. Sorry, I'm scrolling back through comments because I thought I missed something here. Anyway, let me get back down, see how everybody's feeling. 6 big ears, we want more please, said Paul Christopher. You'll never walk alone. I like that one, Mr. Azray. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, I apologise. Popeye Doyle said it was lucky. We held on, mate. I'll say that. I don't know if it... Oh, you're talking about the VAR incident. It was close. I think that's what you're talking about. Sorry, it was very damn close. Offside, said Alex Redo. When do you see us dropping points, said Rene 6, when City come to Anfield? The beauty of the Premier League, mate, is it's so competitive that you never see... Like, none of us saw Manchester City going and losing against Norwich. None of us last season saw Manchester City going and losing against Newcastle. The Premier League's so competitive that anybody can beat anybody, so it could happen at any time. If we can get to when we play Manchester City without dropping points, we're going to be in a pretty good position, Rene, so I wouldn't mind that at all. Getting into that game without dropping any points would be great, but it's a tough call, mate. I mean, we're going to drop points during the league at some point, but it's about keeping that gap and keeping the pressure on Manchester City. And as things stand, Liverpool 5 points clear, played 6-1-6. That's all we can really talk about at this moment in time. Adam Park said, I'm still not convinced on VAR. I get that, mate. It's going to be for and against a lot of people. Connor said offside, end of discussion. Just seen an ad pop up here on the TV beside me as well for Football Index, and there's a link in the description below if you guys want to sign up to Football Index. There is a brand new link in the description below. You bet 20 with them now and put in our code and you get 20 back as well. So there you go, bet 20 get 20, a free score. Link in the description below. Use the code AA20. Did the Watford players turn up yesterday? It was really weird because in the first couple of minutes, like Manchester City scored really, really quickly. It was after 50-something seconds. Watford had a couple of chances then to equalise and they just didn't take them. I think it was Delafeu at one point. And then from that point out, Manchester City just steamrolled them and just absolutely battered them. Do I stream every game? Yes, Declan, we do, mate. We do watch-alongs of every Liverpool game. We'll be doing one on Wednesday for the Carabao Cup game as well. Alex Redo said, that's smooth plug. Thank you, mate. We are working with Anfield Index. We are Anfield Index, yeah, with Football Index. So we're Anfield. No, we're not Anfield Index. We're Anfield. Fucking hell, Craig, take a break. Anfield Index are great as well, but we're not Anfield Index. We're definitely Anfield Agenda. Liverpool win the league and FA Cup, but I think City will win the Champions League, said Domestic Butler. 6 out of 6 and also 6 times, said Andrew Childerhouse. David Aguru said, I think we will go unbeaten. Mate, I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. Can you imagine it? They think we're unbearable now. Can you imagine how unbearable we'll be if we go and win the league? Jack Spade said, I've missed this so much over the last week. So have I, mate. I love being on here with you guys, and I really missed not being able to do these live streams. But we're back now. We're back. Well, let's have some fun. Late Night Agenda will be back tomorrow night as well. Good I started watching. Love this channel already, said Declan. Thank you, mate. It's great to have you here with us. Declan also said that City won't win the Champions League. I don't think they'll win the Champions League either, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I guess none of us will know, and it is a really open competition. But we'll be there or thereabouts as well. Nobody's going to want to play us in Europe. Andre said we deserved to lose today. I don't think we did, Andre, personally, mate. I won't deny that in the last half hour, Chelsea were the better side. Chelsea piled the pressure on. But the game's a 90-minute game. And we won it by 2-1. But it was a very competitive game. I will give you that one, mate. And if Chelsea had have gotten a draw out of that, I don't think we could have been sitting here complaining about it. I was very impressed with us in the first half. I thought we were excellent. I thought we were well on top. But the home team, Chelsea, were going to come strong. We travelled back from Naples during the week. They had a home Champions League game. They had something to prove as well. Having didn't they lose their Champions League game during the week? So yeah, they had something to prove there as well. So both teams had something to prove today. The Reds got the win, and the record books will show that we got the 3 points. I suppose however they come about, whether we deserve them or not, it's not really relevant. All that's relevant is that we put the damn points on the board, and we did. Peter Drury's the best commentator by far, said Joseph. I like Peter Drury. I think he's excellent at what he does. Very good. Somebody told me, and I didn't hear this, but somebody told me, who was doing the commentary for Sky today? Was it Martin Tyler? And they were saying that he was moaning over and over and over again about the VAR incident for the Chelsea goal. Whoopsies. Who really gives a fuck, Martin? I'm sorry, mate, but it is what it is. The referee made his decision. VAR made their decision. And that's why it's in the league. As Graham Souness said, you can't be a little bit pregnant. Atita said, we need Keita or Oxlade-Chamberlain that midfield very badly. Well, Oxlade-Chamberlain is fit and available now, thankfully, and Keita is back in full training. So fingers crossed, he'll be back soon. It'll take him a while to get up to speed and to see the best in Naby. But again, the options available to Jurgen Klopp in that midfield are pretty good. Shout out to Joe Matip today, by the way. I thought at the start of the season I would have said let Joe Gomez partner Virgil van Dijk, even though Joe Matip finished the season so well and did so well at the end of last year. But that was wrong of me, and I'm holding my hands up to that one. Joe Matip has been sensational, and the form that he has showed since he's come in to take Joe Gomez's shirt after he picked up that injury, he absolutely can't be dropped. He's just been playing too damn good, and long may it continue. And I hope the club sit down and talk to him about a new contract, because my goodness, he's thoroughly deserved that new deal. And I don't think we could deny that. Do you guys agree with Sky's shout giving a man of the match? And if you're watching elsewhere in the world, if you're watching in America, Australia, Canada, wherever it is you're watching, let me know who your television company gave man of the match to and who you think deserved man of the match. Robin George said Christensen and Zuma are crap. Only Tomori and Rudiger deserves to start. Haynes said, have to admit Kante's goal was very good. It was excellent, mate. It was an absolutely wonderful goal. Is that an in-betweeners reference? It is. The title of the stream, yes, it is, mate. It's definitely completed, mate. It is. It's an in-betweeners, mate. It's a Jay Cartwright special. Can Klopp remind Salah that he has a right foot, please? Can't be arsed. I get where you're coming from. I think he made a couple of wrong decisions today at times. Once he tried to go outside somebody when it was easier to go inside, and then I think he tried to nutmeg Zuma to get in at one point, and it just wasn't dropping from today. But look, these players aren't going to be perfect in every game, and Salah wasn't at his brilliant best today, but even an 80% Mo Salah is still a handful for any team to deal with. Martin Tyler is very enthusiastic, said Liverpool FC for life. Old school, love you too, mate. Thank you so much for the kind words. Domestic Butler has given Trent his man of the match award. How are you, mate? I hope life's treating you well, Carl. Great to see you back in again. I know you've had a really busy summer, mate, with the industry that you're in, so hopefully things are starting to wind down a little bit now for yourself. Shout out as well to Serendipity Furniture for this magnificent beast that I'm sitting on. There is a link in the description below if anybody wants to treat themselves to one of these magnificent chairs. Don't forget to mention us to them if you are, because they'll give you a £150 discount on the chair. So again, this beautiful, beautiful throne I'm sitting on was made and delivered by Serendipity Furniture, and there is a link to their account in the description, or the stream. I call it the stream notes just to annoy Connor, but it's in the description below. VAR was man of the match, said Mark Anthony. Matip for game and guy, man of the match. Domestic Butler said great goal from Chelsea, to be fair. Trent, though, as V8 said, can we talk about Trent's goal? Holy shit. My God. Little back heel from Mo Salah to open up the angle, but Trent came onto it and absolutely powered it into the top corner. There was no saving that for Azpilicueta. And then Bobby Firmino's header as well. Absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy to see Firmino getting on the score sheet more and more lately because I love the guy. He's my favourite player. I've said it time and time again. John Hamilton has very kindly put a link in there to Serendipity as well, so thank you for that, John. Callum said Mane was a cautionary injury, that's why he came off, Klopp said. I have his interview frozen here beside me actually to watch after the stream. Man of the match has to go to Joel Matip, said Willow Moran. Can't really argue with you, Joel. He was Joel was imperious today, mate. Aerially fantastic, calm as you like. I mean, we're blessed to have him and Van Dijk as our centre backs, and to have Joe Gomez there as backup, and Dejan Lovren as well. It's good times for Liverpool Football Club, and possibly the best full-backs in the league as well. And then you look at the forward line, the options available to Kloppo in midfield. It is a damn fine squad. A damn fine squad. Bobby's ridiculously talented, said Liz Golden. He is. Liz, when you're right, you're right. We created nothing from open play. Well, we did, to be fair, mate. We just didn't make the right decisions. But it doesn't matter, really. I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I don't mean to come across as harsh, mate, but I suppose, from my point of view, when the games are coming to a week and stuff, and you're going somewhere like Stamford Bridge, it's just getting the points. And we got the points, and if they come from set pieces, so be it. We won the game. I'm just happy, I guess, and I find it hard to be critical when I'm happy, but you have every right, mate, to your opinion, and it was just some decision making I thought maybe it wasn't great in open play. Extruler, how are you, mate? Welcome in as well. Score prediction for MK Dons. Jack, mate, I haven't got a clue. We'll talk about it more in tomorrow night's late note agenda, and we'll start building up to that game on Wednesday. But yeah, as things stand, I don't even have a clue what type of team. I expect maybe Brewster to get a run out in that game. It'll be interesting to see what Klopp does go with. How did Mane do today? Asked Discarded Ant 58. He was okay. He worked very, very hard. No moments of magic. No real opportunities for him either, to be fair. I mean, he had a header in the first half, but it was a little bit behind him. Very hard to direct. I thought they just worked hard today without being at their brilliant best, that front three. I think that's probably a fair assessment. Connor said, how mad is it that we're 5 points ahead? I know, 6 games in and 5 points ahead. And we've played Spurs. And we've played... we've played Arsenal, sorry. And we've played Chelsea as well. So, 2 difficult games played there and 2 wins. Well, 6 wins. How was Robbo? Brilliant, as he always is. Robbo and Trent, I thought again today, were excellent. Alex Reddo said City have already lost and drawn. We're just too good. I think Firmino should have got it to Connor Nagel with regards to man of the match. How are you, Connor, as well, mate? I hope you're keeping well. Mane got a little knock, but he's fine, said Willow. Mane had a quiet game, but a great ball to Salah that he couldn't control. Yeah, that was a lovely crossfield switch, the one you're talking about, Paul, it was. And Salah probably should have run a little bit better. Declan reckons Liverpool are going to beat MK Dons 5-1. If my memory is correct, they lost yesterday, MK Dons, at home 1-0 in the league, I think. What else have we got? We'll play a B team versus MK Dons. Should be at least 3-0. Today was always going to be a test and we came through it. Sorry, 1 second. Salah had some poor touches. Sorry, said Connor Nagel. Firmino was class again, said Extruler. Will Alisson be back for City? I would imagine so, Discarded Ant. He's back in full training now, as is Naby Keita, so I would hope so and imagine that they will be back. But I guess just listen to Kloppo and he'll give us updates in his press conferences and stuff. Salah and Mane again and again, said Ayoub. I don't know what you mean by again and again, mate, but our front three weren't at their best today, but they worked really hard. And we dug out the game with 2 good set-piece goals. I'd signed Ousmane Dembele, said Nathan Carter. Man City in 3 Premier League games. I think they'll be back by then, if I'm being... Well, I think Alisson will be back by then. If he's back in full training now, I would imagine we'll probably see him back by the City game. But either way, Adrian's in fine form. I wouldn't have any nerves about having him there. Alisson obviously is a first choice goalkeeper, and rightly so. But as Eddie Ellis said there, Adrian was superb. He stood up, made a great save earlier on in the game from Tammy Abraham. I thought Abraham was offside. Replay showed he wasn't offside. That was correct. But yeah, he made a very good save. Kante is too good for Chelsea. Can we buy him? Said Hayne. He's an excellent footballer, isn't he? He's a wonderful human being and an absolutely stunning footballer. Tomas Kennedy said, got tickets for a City game today. Prices are absolutely crazy. They are, mate. It's getting tougher and tougher to get them, but wow, enjoy it, Tomas. That is going to be an amazing game for you to go over to, mate. And hopefully we get the result and you have a wonderful time. Willow said, the sign of a champion is to grind out games when you were under loads of pressure. Glad to see Chelsea didn't fall over as much as Napoli, said Des. Yeah, they did go down fairly easily, to be fair. But look, it's up to the referee to referee the games, and if the referee was letting them do it, then they're going to carry on doing it. Salah does the same thing all the time, which makes him so predictable. He does, mate, but you know, so did Arjen Robben. And Arjen Robben still produced goal after goal. And I absolutely get where you're coming from. He always does look to cut into that or onto that left foot of his. Yeah, there's no denying it, but sometimes players are just that good that although you know what they're going to do, you can't stop them. And look, today wasn't Salah's best day, but it's going to happen. Do you know, everybody can't be 100% all the time. They travel back from Naples during the week as well. We had time to recover. It was a Tuesday game and Sunday game today, so there was some time in between. There's a quick enough turnaround now for the game on Wednesday, so I'd be expecting a lot of changes from Jurgen Klopp, and probably some chances for the players on the fringe. You might see Lallana get a start, for an example. You might see Brewster get a run out, maybe even Curtis Jones. Yeah, I would expect changes for that game. Shaqiri will probably start in that one. Joe Gomez will probably start in the centre of defence. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what way Klopp goes on Wednesday. Adrian can give Alisson some serious competition. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I mean, he's proved to be an inspired signing. When Simon Mignolet moved on, we all looked around. It was quickly done. The club had a replacement ready, and it looks like Adrian's delighted to be here, and of course we're delighted to have him here. The goalkeeper played out of his skin today, said Popeye Doyle. Brotherhood Hogan Lark, who's obviously a Chelsea fan, said we outplayed you. Free kick at set pace won you the game. Tomry had Salah in his pocket. I mean, look, mate, I'm giving you my honest opinion here. I thought for the first half we were the better team. I thought for the second half, and especially the last half an hour, you penned us in and you really had a go. I'm going to give you the respect you deserve, mate. Tomry looks like a good player. I'll give you that as well. But at the end of the day, mate, we left with the 3 points, and for us, that's all that matters. But I think your team under Frank Lampard will continue to get better, and this is my honest opinion on it. But you're welcome into the channel, mate, and thank you for your comment. Chrome Pig said, as long as Laporte's out, of course, I hope he's back from a footballing point of view, but it's very good for us. Shaqiri and Brewster and Gomez will definitely get a game on Wednesday, said Stuart Wallace. Klopp, please buy Maddison, said Domestic Butler. He's a good player, isn't he? I had seen, who was it linked with Maddison? I'd seen somebody in the paper. Was it Spurs or United? Somebody had been linked with a move for Maddison, actually. What else have we got? Adrian was once on the West Ham bench. I know. It's mad, isn't it? And here he is now winning Super Cups and playing in the Premier League for Liverpool. Adrian made some good saves today, said Willow. We drew at Stamford Bridge last season, so we're upgrading ourselves in the table, said X-Truler. Yes, it's not an easy place to go. I mean, any game away in the Premier League is difficult, but Stamford Bridge, the Etihad, Old Trafford, the Emirates, Spurs Stadium, they're all difficult places to go, and we're proving ourselves. We went to Burnley and won. Burnley, we know how difficult it is to go their way and win. We've gone to Chelsea today and won. We've beaten Arsenal at home and beaten them quite comfortably. It's good times for us Liverpool fans, ladies and gents, and long may that continue. In Klopp we trust, in Ole we laugh, said Domestic Butler. What else have we got? West Ham fans must be fuming that Adrian has come so good after being shy for them, said Connor Crosby. It is what it is, mate. We're delighted to have him here. He's proven excellent backup for Alisson. None of us thought that Alisson was going to pick up an injury. He went through all of last season without dropping any games or missing many games, and picked up an injury, and Adrian's come in and done a great job. We're very fortunate. City lost to Chelsea last season. Hopefully it'll happen again, said Mike Anderson. Crom Pig Dudley said, true that Klopp is leaving at the end of the season. No, He's going to see out his contract no matter what, mate. So we will have Jurgen Klopp for this season and at least another 2 more after that. Why would he go anywhere? He's doing a great job. The team are performing from the fans love him. The owners love him. We're playing attractive football. We're winning Champions Leagues. We've won the Super Club. We've got the World Club Championships to look forward to in December. We're 6 out of 6 in the Premier League. We've won 15 games in a row. We're unbeaten at home in over 2 years. Yeah, why would he go anywhere at the end of the season? It just wouldn't make any sense. Willow said, Klopp said you have to work hard to beat a team like Chelsea, and he's right. If you back off, you can lose to the worst team in the world. Yeah, and in the Super Cup as well. In the first half, Chelsea were the better side there. I thought that the introduction of Bobby Firmino in that game changed it around for us. What will we do when Klopp leaves? I don't even want to think about it. Paul, I'm the same. I don't even want to think about it, and hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't have to think about it for many, many moons to come. I hope he signs a contract extension that keeps him here past his current deal. But no matter what else, we have Klopp here, and we have him here for the next 2.5, well, just over 2.5 seasons minimum. So just enjoy the ride while he's here. We're lucky in the end, but the result is all that matters, said Theo. What a nervous last 10 minutes that was. I've got no nails left. Let's get Alisson back and start keeping some clean sheets. We'll only get stronger, said David Newell. I agree with a lot of what you've said there, mate, but I mean, I can't put any fault on Adrian for us not keeping clean sheets. I don't think today he did anything wrong whatsoever. And I don't think Alisson being there would have made any difference to that clean sheet, because I don't think anyone would have saved that strike from Kante. It was awful defending to allow him to get the strike in, but it was an unbelievable finish from N'Golo Kante. If you are enjoying the stream, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit that subscribe button. We're working our way towards 22,500 subscribers, and every single one of your subscriptions help. And if you can give us a thumbs up on the stream as well, that would be really appreciated. When is Alisson back? Uplifter man. He's in full training now, mate, so I would imagine it won't be too long, but I don't want to tell you lies and give you a date that I just don't know. You look fab in the shirt. Thank you very much, mate. I've lost quite a bit of weight, actually. I think I'm over 21 pounds now lost in weight since I started that diet all those moons ago. So I'm going to keep pushing on and see how unfat I can make my fat ass, I think is the right way. I don't want to put too much of a dent in this beautiful chair as well, so I probably this chair deserves to have me keep this diet going. Ex-Truler said Adrian, Bobby and Joel were class today. Is Mane injured or is it a knock, said LFC Gamer. Klopp said it was a precautionary for a bit of a knock or something, but it's nothing serious, which is vital because we need Sadio Mane. Mane, Firmino and Adrian have played well, said Crompig. Pepper Red said Gerrard might be ready in 3 years' time. You never know, he might be, mate. What a result, by the way, for Rangers against Feyenoord during the week in the Europa League. A 1-0 win at home for them was a massive win. So yeah, Gerrard continues to progress there, but I still think he'd need one more club and a big move after Rangers before he'd be ready for Liverpool, but that's just my personal opinion on it. No sweat against Chelsea, said Jay Danson to Whip Rigby. What a name that is, by the way. Uplifter man said, without Alisson, clean sheets is light year away. We are shaky at the back. But that's not down to Adrian though. I mean, we are shaky at the back at times, I will give you that, but it's nothing to do with the keeper. I mean, I can't put any blame at Adrian's feet. Maybe it's a psychological thing. Maybe the defence feel more comfortable with Alisson behind him, and rightly so, because he's a world-class goalkeeper. But I get you, we can be better defensively, Uplifter man. I will give you that one. And the defending around Kante's goal simply wasn't good enough. But, that being said, we are winning. And winning is all that matters. Good, we've Sheffield United next and Leicester home, another 2 wins at LFC Gamer. They're going to be 2 difficult games. Sheffield United, we should beat them and probably will, but it won't be that easy. Leicester at home Leicester are a good side. I'm looking forward to that Leicester game. It's going to be entertaining and yeah, it's going to be good. Leicester are a good team. I think they'll break that top 6 this season, and I'm very much looking forward to it, as I do every Liverpool game. Craig, does your shirt go over your head easy, or have I just got a huge Swede? No, because even though I've got a big noggin, mate, it does go over my head alright, thankfully, but yeah, but I have a big fat head anyway, Jimbo, so. We went from 7th to Klopp making us European champions, said Ex-Truler. It's good to see us hold on to Leeds away from home under pressure against good sides, said Paul B. Yeah, we didn't capitulate, mate. Yeah, we didn't capitulate. 20,000 views on the watch-along, which was brilliant. Thank you for that, Connor, for letting me know. And thank you for everyone that joined us for that. For a game that True Geordie was covering, for a game that was live on Sky, 20,000 views is really good. So thank you to everyone who joined us for that one. Who's my favourite in Liverpool? Bobby Firmino. Love Bobby Firmino, mate. Salah did more than Mane today, said LFC Gamer. I think he was involved in the game more, yeah. But I think... the decision making wasn't great, but he was definitely in the game more. I think we did more down that right hand side. Let's hope Leicester that played United turn up, said Lux. I actually didn't get to see that game. United won that 1-0 with an early penalty, didn't they? But I didn't get to see it because it was away. Next is Old Trafford. We need to make the big statement and polish our away performances, said Reason Duma. Maverick said, look, opponents are getting better. There's no God-given right to a clean sheet. 3 points is the name of the game. I agree with you 100%, buddy. 3 points is the name of the game. We cannot ask for any more than 6 games played, 6 wins, 18 points. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful to be sitting here saying that. But we got to go on. And there's 32 more games to go and 32 more fights for Liverpool and 32 more difficult games. So take each game as it comes. All the cliches come out at this point. Front 3 not as clinical the last 2 games, said Cape Town Muslim. Again, though, we're getting the results. Bobby scored his goal today. Delighted for Trent, by the way. Absolutely delighted that he got on the score sheet with a truly magnificent strike. If we and City get the same points, will goal difference matter? Yes, it will come in, mate. That's the first thing. If we're both level on points, goal difference will be the first thing they go to decide. And look, it's a long way away to be thinking about goal difference, but City putting 8 away against Watford yesterday will fill them full of confidence and will do them no harm with the old goals for and their goal difference, no harm whatsoever. But it's still only 3 points at the end of the day. What do you think will get top 4 out of Man United, Chelsea and Arsenal? It's looking like Arsenal, but I do think Chelsea will come better. I think there's more to come from that Chelsea team, and I'm seeing glimpses of them being close to a breakthrough. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be championship winning form or anything, but I think they'll fight, you know. I think they'll fight. I think it'll be themselves and Arsenal fighting for that 4th spot. United just don't look at the races at the minute, and whether Solskjaer can turn that round or not, I hope not, obviously, being a Liverpool fan. Adrian was the man of the match, said Robert Gandor. I thought Matip, Fabinho, Adrian, I thought they were all really good. Which team do you think will give us a sweat apart from City? In a one-off game, uplifter man, I mean, anything is possible. I mean, any team can show up, and every team is going to want to turn up and give 100% against Liverpool because we are the reigning European champions. And teams are going to want to prove themselves against us, and they're going to give 100% time and time again. Madib looks solid today, said Motox Gaming. Boya, how are you, mate, with the blue love hearts? Good to see Bobby getting regular goals. Long may he continue, said Maverick S. I think Leicester will finish top 4, said Mallow. I wouldn't begrudge them at one bit, mate, from Boya's perspective, and for the fact that they're a good club. They're a good, honest, well-run club, Leicester, and nothing but respect for them. Abraham didn't dive, yay, said Joy dancing to Whip Rigby. He did appeal for a penalty at one point, if you remember. I'm not saying he dove, though. I'm just saying he appealed for a penalty. Liverpool 2, Leicester 0, said Callum's second account. Domestic Butler said, best channel on YouTube. You and Dave's LFC chats always do great work. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate the kind words. At least Chelsea players didn't compete for a dive of the day, said Willow. Yeah, I mean, those Napoli players were going down with gusts of wind. But look, it is what it is. What's your view on Mason Mount? I think he's a very, very good young footballer, mate. And I wondered how he would fit in. I know he did well for Derby last season under Frank Lampard, but I wondered how well he would take to the Premier League. And he's doing okay, you know. I don't know what the guy's ceiling will be and quite how good he can get, but he's a good footballer, and I think he'll continue to be chosen by Frank Lampard in that Chelsea team. And I think he's not at Maddison's levels yet, but I think that they are 2 very good young English players to keep an eye on. What's our prediction versus the MK Dons? It depends on the team, depends on who's available. Maybe a 2-0 win away. I just hope we get through. I'd like a domestic cup run. I'd like to see the young players get a chance to play more games this season. Harold Steptoe said Liverpool have to sharpen up before they come to Goodison or they'll get stuffed. Mate, you lost to Sheffield United at Goodison yesterday. Your manager looks like he's a bit shaky at the minute, Harold, with all due respect, mate. And we're 6 out of 6, so we'll worry about Liverpool, buddy, and you carry on worrying about Everton, and we'll see you when we get to Goodison. Mount is good. Daniel James at United looks quality. He does. Credit where it's due. Daniel James does look very, very good. I like a player that gets the ball down and is direct and runs, and is full of that youthful exuberance. You've seen it in Mbappe when he broke through, and Daniel James looked like the type of player who likes to get the ball down and run at people as well. And it kills me to say it, that 15 million looks like it could be an absolute bargain long term for United, but they have bigger problems to worry about and bigger fish to fry. Casper said, any stream tonight? No, mate, not on match days anymore. We're just going to do the watch along and the post match shows. Late night agenda will be back tomorrow night at 9:30. City go to Everton next. Said Hayne, do you think Everton can get anything from that game? Probably not. I hope they do, of course. I mean, I never want Everton to get points, but if it's to take them off City in the championship race, I hope they do get something from it. But nah, I don't think. I think City will beat them, to be fair. What about Sheffield United winning at Everton? Will beat Sheffield United? I think we'll beat Sheffield United, yeah, but their manager's doing a great job there, and they've got a lot of fight in that team. And when your players are giving 100% for the manager like that, I mean, that's all that they can ask for. And I think that definitely looks like Sheffield United will definitely be staying up, and I think that would have been their goal at the start of the season. Watching the rugby, Ireland versus Springboks quarters looks on to Cape Town Muslim, and what a game that will be as well. I mean, great win for us this morning against Scotland. 27-3, good start to the campaign for Ireland over in Japan. Can we be in 7 heaven after this season's Champions League? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, mate. I mean, imagine the Champions League, Premier League double. I mean, look, we're dreaming here. It's a long, long time away, but fuck it. Why not? Why not be dreamers? Casper said, are we the first team in the Premier League to win 6 out of 6 in history? No, but we are the first team to do it 2 seasons in a row, Casper. That's what I can say. But again, it's great. It's a nice little statistic to have, but it doesn't mean anything unless you go on and win the Premier League, and that has to be our goal this season. Grim Jimbo said we'll beat Everton. We've our 12th man, and that's the keeper's name. Yeah, I mean, England's number 1 was definitely shaky as fuck for Everton yesterday when he came out with his little T-Rex arms to try and punch that corner or that cross that went in off the defender's shoulder. England's number 1. He's not as good as people make him out to be, He's a decent keeper, but we've got a lot better. Adrian had a very good game, said Nick. Will Harry Wilson get a spot in the team next season? It's interesting, Mike, isn't it? Because this will be a very important season for him. He was on the score sheet again for Bournemouth on Friday. Was it Friday night they played? So yeah, he's ticking away. It's let's see if he can keep his performances level up and give Jurgen Klopp something to really think about. No doubt, Klopp and the Liverpool staff will be keeping a very, very close eye on Harry Wilson and seeing how he gets on. I think it was a good move for him to Bournemouth. I think it was the right club at the right time. Cape Town Muslim said, I hope we're still 5 points clear when City come to Anfield. It'd be nice to be a little bit further ahead, mate, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. What's Napoli's secret recipe at home game? Twice in a row we've got smashed. I don't think we got smashed on either occasion, to be fair, mate. They beat us last year 1-0 with a late Insigne goal. And this year they beat us with what was never a fucking penalty in the first place. And then look, the second goal was a iffy pass by Van Dijk and then hesitation by Robertson, but at that point the damage had been done. I mean, the penalty was never a fucking penalty, but it is what it is, and we lost the game 2-0 and we'll move on. Still think we'll top the group, still think we'll go through fine. That was probably our most difficult group game in the Champions League anyway, but Napoli are good at home, and they're also a very good team. I don't want to take that away from Napoli at all. They've always been a good team to watch, very entertaining, very good on the eye. They have a good manager there as well in Carlo Ancelotti. I'm very good, Mac Berra, mate. How are you? I hope life's treating you well. Great result after the Champions League away to Stamford Bridge. Hard games coming up. Leicester United and Spurs will be our benchmark, said Storm Thomas. They're all going to be difficult in one game at a time, but today we got the result. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for the post-match show. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 9:30 for the late night agenda. I hope you can join me for that one. It will be scheduled, so make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on. And if you can do me one favour before you head off, just give this stream a thumbs up. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. 15 wins in a row for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League. 6 wins from 6 so far this season in the Premier League. We are at 100% as things stand. Can't ask for any more. Enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Thank you so much for your time as always. Take care of your families. Tell your loved ones that you love them. And up the motherfucking Reds. Love to you all.